Hello children. So today we are going to start the continuation of the yesterday's topic. Yesterday's topic we are done about the megasporogenesis, the parts of the female flower, and then we also done the pollination, type of pollination, the agents of pollination, and how certain plants are having one-on-one type of relationship where the pollination is done exclusively by one particular species. So such type of pollination in which the organisms are dependent on one on one, or rather we can say they are showing the made for one another relationship. That is very dangerous, because if one of the individual is lost, the other will definitely be also be lost. Okay, so in the same book, when we'll study chapter 14, rather 15, when we'll study about the extinction of species, we'll study that there are certain organisms which are depending on the other organisms, and their dependence is exclusive. That if one of the species become extinct, the other will also get extinct, because they have totally depending on that type of species. So when such type of things are taught somewhere, you must remember them. Okay, so the same topic we'll study, that is this the yucca and this fig and all their examples, Amorphophilus and all. Their examples are very important, because that will be discussed again in chapter 14. That will be discussed again in chapter 30. Sorry, chapter 13 and chapter 15. Okay, so that you must remember. Today we are going to start the next of it, that is the outbreeding devices. Now, what is meant by the outbreeding? The outbreeding stand for, that is the breeding outside a particular breed. Now, what is meant by breed? Breed is, that is the individuals related by descent from 4 to 6 generation. Okay. But here we are not taking that consideration also. Here we are considering the breed means, that is a mechanism. The outbreeding means a mechanism in which a plant is discouraging self-pollination and promoting cross-pollination. Now, why? Because when the self-pollination is continuously going on for 4, 5, 6 generation, it will lead to the inbreeding depression. See, this particular line is written: continuous self-pollination result in breeding depression. Inbreeding depression means, that is when the breeding is taking place within the same breed or within the same individual. Then what happens? In case of animals, we have to use inbreeding only, because most of the animals are bisexual. But in plant, it is unisexual, so self-pollination can also be considered in that. So when I'm talking about the inbreeding depression, that is when the continuous inbreeding is taking place or continuous self-pollination is taking place, certain character goes on becoming weak. Those characters which are weak there in those families, that will continue to remain weak only, until and unless at least one outbreeding is there. तो आउटब्रेक तो हो ही नहीं रहा किसी किसी प्लांट के अंदर. वी हैव स्टडीड दैट द ऑल क्लिस्टोगेमस प्लांट्स, दे आर इनवेरिएबली self pollinating. So if they have got some weak character, it will be there. There is no chance of improvement. Okay. So, but in other organisms, there where the plants, though the most of the plants are bisexual, but plants must have developed certain method to prevent self pollination. So a method in which the plant is preventing or discouraging self-pollination. See the definition of outbreeding devices का लिखा. That is the method by which a plant discourages self-pollination and encourages cross-pollination is called outbreeding devices. Now the term devices are something wrong. Devices बोले तो हम कई बार ऐसा लगता है कि कोई ऐसा method जो हम use कर रहे हैं बाहर से, कोई कोई चीज यूज कर रहे हैं, कुछ मशीन यूज कर रहे हैं, कुछ some sort of barrier we are using. It is actually plant's own method. So they should have given the term, that is method or mechanism or something like that, instead of devices. Devices are some it gives an appearance of some artificial method. And the when we talk about the outbreeding devices, very often we think of emasculation, bagging, and tagging method, which we'll study in chapter 5, or rather in this chapter only, in the following sections it is. Okay, चलिए let us study them one by one. Now, in some of the plants, outbreeding devices के लिए क्या तरीके use करें? 4 methods are there. Out of the first method is that in some of the plants, the male and the female parts of the plants, they are maturing in the different time. एक ही plant के अंदर, एक ही flower के अंदर. This is a flower. in which the anthers are there and the stigma is there. Either anther will mature first, but the stigma is still immature or receptive, or the stigma is receptive, but the anthers are not matured to raise the pollen grain. So this will prevent the self pollination, but it cannot prevent geitonogamy. Autogamy को तो वो रोक देगा, इसी प्लांट का pollen तो इसको fertilize नहीं करे, but some other plants pollen can fertilize it because there are number of flowers are there on the same plant. So the other flowers anther must have got mature at the same time, and this pistil is receptive, vice versa. Okay, so this method is not a very good method, though it is preventing autogamy, but it cannot prevent geitonogamy. First method, where the maturation or receptibility is different. Method number 2, that is the morphological method, in which the anther and stigma are facing in two different directions or in two different ways. Like the stigma may be tall enough and the anther may be short. So the pollen cannot jump all the way from the lower height to upper height. Okay? Or pistil is facing outside and the anthers are inside the flower, or vice versa. Rather, pistil is inside and the anthers are facing outside. Okay? In such a case, the pollination cannot take place. Okay? So both these methods, first one that is the non-synchrony, and second that is the morphological or that is a different direction. These दोनों जो method है, they can prevent autogamy but not geitonogamy. ठीक है? Method number 3, production of unisexual flower. सबसे बढ़िया. If a plant is unisexual, हर हालत में उसके अंदर क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन होगा, तो उस प्लांट को कभी भी इनब्रीडिंग डिप्रेशन वाली शिकायत नहीं रहेगी. इट विल नेवर हैव अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ इनब्रीडिंग डिप्रेशन बिकॉज इट विल ऑलवेज हैव पॉलिनेशन आउटसाइड इन द अदर प्लांट विद द अदर प्लांट. And the fourth method, the method that is called the incompatibility or self-incompatibility. Self-incompatibility is a genetic method. That is, there are some plants in which, rather in most of the plant, there are some method which does not let the pollen of the self plant or same plant to germinate on the stick. Sorry. Or does not let its pollen tube to grow in the style. ठीक है? तो उसके अंदर कुछ इस तरह के मेथड हैं which is not letting that pollen which is of the same plant is falling onto the stigma, then also they cannot germinate, or if they germinate the pollen tube cannot continue to grow, or if it grows then also it will not be able to fertilize. तो ऐसा कुछ मेथड अगर उसके अंदर है तो उसको कहेंगे सेल्फ इनकम्पैटिबिलिटी. बेस्ट मेथड, इट प्रिवेंट्स ऑटोगैमी, इट प्रिवेंट geitonogamy, and it prevent मतलब सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन को किसी भी तरीके से रोक देगा, एंड इट विल प्रमोट क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. So cross pollination are guaranteed in the last two method, that is self incompatibility and unisexual. ठीक है? But in first two method, geitonogamy and what you call geitonogamy cannot be prevented, autogamy is prevented. Okay. There are some plant in which the male and the female flower are found located in the different position. So flower are unisexual, but the plant is bisexual. Most of the cereal crops जो है गेहूं वगैरह, suppose this is a wheat plant, male flower are found on the top, the female flowers are found on the bottom, so that when the pollens are released, they can reach up to here and pollination can done. तो वहां पे क्या geitonogamy होगा हर हालत में, autogamy का तो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं. ठीक है? और so they may have geitonogamy and they may have cross pollination, वहां autogamy नहीं है. ठीक है? तो ऑटोगेमी हो ही नहीं सकता. तो ये कई सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं, आप इनको सबको अच्छे से याद रखिए. क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड घुमा फिरा करके. 10th के 12th के क्वेश्चन पेपर जो होता है ना, अगर इफ यू लुक एट द क्वेश्चन पेपर यू विल फाइंड दैट द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ आर ऑलवेज मतलब of 3, 4, 5 lines, sometimes a whole paragraph. एंड आंसर कई बार उसका एक लाइन ही होता है, एक वर्ड ही होता है. सो यू हैव टू बी रादर केयरफुल. क्वेश्चन समझने का ज्यादा होगा इसके अंदर, आंसर भले एक शब्द में आ जाए. ठीक है. Now we are talking about the next topic, that is pollen pistil interaction. What is meant by the pollen pistil interaction? Just now when I said about the incompatibility, self incompatibility, I said the when the pollen grain of the same plant fall onto the stigma comes to know that it is not the pollen of the type. Sorry, I'm recording video in the night because of the disturbance. Okay. So I said that the pollen grain has an idea, or it has an ability to differentiate between the self and non-self. So how a pollen grain come to know that which is the suitable pollen and which is the unsuitable pollen? Now, when the pollen falls on the stigma, it may be of same species or it may be of different species. अरे भिंडी के ऊपर करेले का pollen भी तो आके जा सकता है ना. खेत है, it's a big field, and the farmer must have grown the different type of crops. And when the crops are grown, the butterfly or bees or the insects or wasp or dragonfly or any other type of pollinator, they तो don't know ना कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं. उनको थोड़ी पता है they are carrying out pollination, so they have to choose only same species plant. ठीक है. They are to simply going flower to flower, एक flower मिला, दूसरा flower है, अमरूद का है, फिर लाल मिर्च का है, फिर कद्दू का है, लौकी है, भिंडी है, करेला है. So they are transferring the pollen of unwanted plants, different species plants. And if all these pollen germinates and carry out fertilization, तो हमारे पास तो infinite variety of vegetables we would have gone. एक वैरायटी होती है भिंडी और मिर्ची के बीच के क्रॉस की, एक वैरायटी होती है मिर्ची और कद्दू के बीच की क्रॉस की, एक वैरायटी होती है आम और अमरूद के बीच की क्रॉस की, एक होती है करेला और क्या कहते हैं लाल मिर्च के बीच की. तो संसार भरा होता भैया. तो बट ऐसा होता नहीं है. सो what prevents these pollens to be germinated on the stigma? That we have to study in this topic. So this is called pollen pistil interaction. Interaction we are talking about, तो कुछ ऐसा लगता है जैसे उनके बीच में कुछ चल रहा है. Yes, चल रहा है. क्या चल रहा है? डायलॉग चल रहा है. डायलॉग मीन्स like डायलॉग मीन्स जब दो जने आपस में बैठे हुए एक दूसरे से बातें कर रहे हैं. One is saying something, other one is replying something. Here who is saying and who is replying? Yes, both of them are. That is the pollen and the stigma are talking to one another, having dialogue. क्या है यहाँ पे dialogue? Dialogue is in the form of chemicals. The pollen grain has got some chemicals and the stigma has got some type of chemicals. Now, what is this chemical means? We can better understand when we talk about the pathogens in our body. जब हमारी बॉडी में कोई फॉरेन ऑर्गेनिज्म आ जाता है, तो our body immediately reacts to it, but not to all the pathogens. There are some pathogens which our body recognizes. बोले आप तो हमारे शरीर के नहीं हो, कहाँ से आ गए हो, एंड देन उसको मार देती है. कैसे मारती है? दे मे बी phagocyte them or they may secrete some chemicals or neutralize their effect and all whatever. ठीक है. So the question is how our body come to know कि ये हमारी बॉडी का पार्ट नहीं है. That is because certain type of protein, certain type of chemicals which are present in them. Same way, all the pollen grain has got certain type of chemicals. So when those type of chemicals are come in contact with the chemicals of the stigma, they come to know that they are of right type or they are a right type or not of right type. Now, right type कौन से हो सकते हैं? Right type, that is the pollen of same species plant, pollen of same species but from some other plant. Wrong type कौन हो सकते हैं? Pollen of different species or pollen of same species but of same plant. तो सेम प्लांट को भी नहीं उगने देना है और डिफरेंट प्लांट के पॉलन को भी नहीं उगने देना है. So we have to discourage the germination of pollen from the same plant and pollen from the different species plant. And what we have to promote, that is the pollen which are come from some other plant of the same species. ठीक है. So this has to be done. So this is done at the three different places. This is done at three different places. कहाँ है three places? पहला on the stigma. As the pollen grains comes and land on the stigma जो है that will come to know whether it is of same type or अपने माफिक है कि नहीं है, and then it will allow them to germinate or not to germinate. But suppose due to some reason or other, the pollen could not, the stigma could not realize or could not detect it, and the pollen has germinated. As the pollen germinate and the pollen tube follows in the style, again there is a dialogue. Now this time the style cells of the surrounding, they also have to secrete some type of chemicals. So they may discourage them if they are of not right type. And if it is of right type, they will allow them to grow. So second interaction is there in the style as the pollen tube is growing in the style. And the third interaction is found between the pollen tube and the synergids. Synergid कौन है? चौकीदार है माइक्रोपाइल में. Synergids, ये देखिए. This is one and this is two. So as the pollen tube enters, if it is of right type, then only it will be allowed to enter. If it is not, they will be stopped there. So three places, the pollen of right or wrong type are judged, and their growth, their entry is allowed or discouraged. Okay, so this is now. So what we had to do with that? हम क्यों परेशान हो रहे हैं? कर ले तो यार, प्लांट कर रहा है, पढ़ लिया बहुत है. Why scientists are taking so much of interest in it? This is a very interesting topic. क्यों? Because it is used in the plant breeding method. When the plant breeding experiments is to be conducted, the scientist is interested to cross two different varieties or two different species or two different plants from the two different genus even. ठीक है, तो वो उनको कराना चाह रहा है तो वो तो मना कर देगा ना भैया, क्योंकि हमने क्या पढ़ा, दैट इज व्हाट इज द कंपैटिबल एंड व्हाट इज नॉन कंपैटिबल. कंपैटिबल क्या है? दैट इज द पोलन फ्रॉम द सम अदर प्लांट ऑफ सेम स्पीशीज. इनकम्पैटिबल क्या है? दैट इज द पोलन फ्रॉम द सेम प्लांट और पोलन फ्रॉम सम अदर डिफरेंट स्पीशीज पोलन. तो यहाँ तो हाइब्रिडाइजेशन में साइंटिस्ट इज इंटरेस्टेड टू कैरी आउट अ क्रॉस बिटवीन द पोलन ऑफ सम अदर स्पीशीज विद द स्टिग्मा ऑफ दिस प्लांट. So when we study it, we come to know that what are those chemicals which are actually responsible for that. And if we come to know, if we can develop a method to nullify the effect of those chemicals, then they will not be able to prevent the germination of those pollen, growth of that pollen in the style, and entry of that pollen tube into the ovule, and fertilization can take place. तो इसका एक हमारे लिए एक बेनिफिशियल मेथड है ये. It can have some sort of benefit for us, and that is why we are so much emphasizing on this topic. Okay, so ये चीजें हैं. Now we have to study about what is meant by artificial hybridization. Artificial hybridization is a method in which we are carrying out a cross between the two different breed or two different kinds or two different genus, even plants of two different genus. तो इसको हम कहेंगे आर्टिफिशियल हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. नेचुरली में तो हो नहीं रहा. हमने कहा कि नेचुरली में तो पोलन डालेंगे तो वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा. आर्टिफिशियली हम ये चाहते हैं, तो कैसे होगा भाई? And artificial hybridization, we even want to carry out a cross of our desire. मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये प्लांट और ये प्लांट, I got two different plants here, suppose two different pens. मैं चाहता हूँ कि क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन केवल इसके और इसके बीच में हो. There are so many different plants standing in the field, but they may be of same species or they may be of different species. But I don't want that the pollen of this plant or this plant or this plant or this plant should come and pollinate it. I want only the pollination between this plant and this plant. How it will be done? So first I had to decide that which plant is to be considered as the male and which one is the female. So suppose the red one is a female and the black one is a male. So what I had to do is, much before it's one of the flower opens, mature, वो इसकी एक कली खिली है, तभी मैं जाऊंगा धीरे से and will I'll open it with the help of forceps slightly without causing any damage, and I'll let to cut remove all the anthers stamens, because if the stamens are there they will produce pollen grain, and if the pollen grains are produced they may carry out self pollination. So I to discourage the self pollination, सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन को तो डिस्करेज कर दिया मैंने by cutting and removing all the male parts of the plant. This is known as emasculation, but it is only preventing self pollination, autogamy, but it cannot prevent geitonogamy and it cannot prevent unwanted pollen. मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि केवल इसी प्लांट का pollen आए, तो अब मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? I'll have to cover the flower with the help of something. तो वी मेक पेपर बैग, बटर पेपर के बैग बनाते हैं छोटे छोटे से, और उससे वो फ्लावर को कवर कर देते हैं. देयर आर वेरी टाइनी होल्स मेड, सच ए टाइनी होल दैट द pollen cannot enter and no other agents can enter, but plant can get breathing, हवा मिलती रहे उसको, diffusion. So first emasculation, second bagging. बैग करने के बाद I have to put a tag here. टैग वैसे ही होते हैं जैसे हम कोई कपड़े खरीदने जाते हैं उसके साथ में टैग लगा रहता है, प्राइस टैग एंड दैट वॉशिंग इंस्ट्रक्शंस, आयनिंग इंस्ट्रक्शंस, कुछ कुछ लिखा रहता है उसमें. Similarly, a tag will be put that this plant is of so and so species, was emasculated on so and so date, and pollen transfer करेंगे फिर उस पर लिख देंगे as the pollen transfer of this particular breed. So when the scientist is carrying out so many experiments, so many different plants on with different type of experiment, he need not to remember. उसने उस पर tag लगा दिया, ठीक है? So that will be there. Now, when this plant's flower is matured, this plant's flower is also matured. तो क्या करेंगे? इसके मेल में से pollen निकाल लेंगे stamen में से, and then its bag will be uncapped and removed, and then pollen will be transferred of desired type and then again bagged, so that even after the pollen transfer no other insect or no other organism can bring the pollen. तो वापस इसको बांध देना है, बंद कर देना है. So this is known as the artificial pollination techniques. 4 steps हो गए इसके अंदर. पहला emasculation, अगर हम selection की भी बात करेंगे तो 5 हो जाएंगे. The selection of the plant variety, then emasculation, then bagging, then pollen transfer, then rebagging and tagging. तो ये सब करना है. इसको करने के बाद जो जो सीड बनेंगे those will be of our desired variety. So that is what the idea is. So I think this is clear to you what is meant by vertical that is outbreeding devices and pollen pistil interaction, very important topic, and then artificial hybridization. Why we are taken artificial hybridization here? Because it has one of the use with the what you call pollen pistil interaction. तो इसलिए हमने इसको यहाँ पे लिया, अदरवाइज इसकी कोई जरूरत वहाँ पे नहीं थी. ठीक है. चलिए. Now we can start the double fertilization. Angiosperm has got one unique property that is called double fertilization. What is meant by double fertilization? Double fertilization यहाँ पे देखिए. Double fertilization क्या लिखा है? Double fertilization, that is the fusion of two cells from the male gametes. That is the pollen tube has got two male gametes. The two male gametes with the two cells of ovules. Ovule has got 7 cells. दो सिनर्जिड थी, एक एक्सेल थी, तीन एंटीपोडल थी और एक पोलर न्यूक्लियाई थी. एंटीपोडल सेल्स आर नो यूज, सिनर्जिड्स ओनली पेविंग द वे उसको पोलन ट्यूब को अंदर जाने के लिए. काम की सेल कौन कौन सी है? एक एक्सेल है और दो पोलर न्यूक्लियाई है. So when one of the male gamete goes and fuse with the egg cell, this is called syngamy. Syngamy, fusion of the one of the male gamete with egg cell, forming a diploid zygote. Male gamete is haploid, egg is haploid, zygote is diploid. On the other end, when the second male cell goes and fuse with the polar nuclei, it is called triple fusion. The triple fusion में क्या है? Triple fusion, fusion of 3 haploid nuclei. 3 कहाँ से आए? 2 तो polar nuclei के खुद के थे and एक male gamete से आ गए. So this will result to formation of a triploid cell, and this triploid cell is known as primary endosperm nuclei, PEN. ठीक है। और अगर ये सेल बना लेगा तो इसको कह देंगे प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म सेल। Okay, endosperm are rich in nutrients. Why? Because it has got extra sets of chromosome. It has got extra genetic material. Okay, so I think it is clear to you what is meant by double fertilization. Double fertilization is found only and only in angiosperm in the entire plant kingdom. It is not found in the bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm or thallophyta. ठीक है, तो ये बात आप याद रखना. तो I think तो आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर टू यू. एंडोस्पर्म कहाँ काम आएगा उसको भी पढ़ लेते हैं. पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर एंड इवेंट कहाँ काम आ रहे हैं देखिए. फॉलोइंग द डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन एंडोस इवेंट्स ऑफ एंडोस्पर्म, embryo development, maturation of ovule and formation of seed, ovary into fruit, and all these events are collectively known as post fertilization event. We have studied the sexually reproducing organism. Their life completes in 3 steps: जुवेनाइल दैट इज प्री रिप्रोडक्टिव, रिप्रोडक्टिव, पोस्ट रिप्रोडक्टिव. प्री रिप्रोडक्टिव पोस्ट रिप्रोडक्टिव से मतलब नहीं है, हम रिप्रोडक्शन पढ़ रहे हैं तो रिप्रोडक्टिव लाइफ की काम आएगी. हम रिप्रोडक्टिव अगेन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3: pre fertilization, fertilization and post fertilization. Pre fertilization has 2 events, that is the pollen, sorry, the gametogenesis, that is the formation of gamete, and transfer of gamete. So gametogenesis, microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis, and transfer of gamete, that is pollination completed. Fertilization just now we have studied. ठीक है, तो फर्टिलाइजेशन जो है वो उसको भी हमने पढ़ लिया. और डबल अब हम पढ़ते हैं दैट इज पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन. तो पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन जो है दैट इज हैविंग ऑल दीज इवेंट्स. क्या क्या है? दैट इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ embryo to zygote into embryo and endosperm, stored food, and the seed formation and fruit formation. चलिए हम एंडोस्पर्म के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्या लिखा है? एंडोस्पर्म डेवलपमेंट प्रीसीड एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट. एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट के पहले एक और प्रोसेस होगा, उसको कहेंगे एंडोस्पर्म डेवलपमेंट. क्यों? एंडोस्पर्म प्रोवाइड करेगा न्यूट्रिशन टू द ग्रोइंग एम्ब्रियो. ओके, सो दिस वाई का आंसर हो गया. द वाई इज बिकॉज इट विल प्रोवाइड नरिशमेंट फॉर द ग्रोइंग एम्ब्रियो. Now the cells of this tissue filled with the reserve food material, and that is why they are used for the nutrition of developing embryo. Now the growth of the PEN, that is primary endosperm nucleus, is of 3 types from species to species. पहला क्या है कि there are some plant in which it is continuously divide free nuclear, that is the nucleus will go on dividing without division of the cytoplasm and cell wall formation. तो 1 से 2 न्यूक्लियाई बनेंगे, 2 से 4, 4 से 8, 8 से 16, 32 करके हजारों हजारों में पहुंच जाएंगे. But no cells are formed yet, only nuclei. As in case of coconut, the coconut tender water which we drink is nothing but it is endosperm nuclei. ठीक है. After certain division, then the cell wall formation will begin. Cell division will take place, that is cytoplasmic division will take place, and then these cells will change into or form the kernel. ठीक है. तो जो कोकोनट के अंदर कर्नल हम खाते हैं जिसको नारियल की गिरी कहते हैं, वो जो है वो एंडोस्पर्म की सेल बनने के बाद के हैं. पहले केवल न्यूक्लियाई था, तो वो क्या बना रहे थे? नारियल का पानी. तो नारियल का पानी और नारियल की गिरी दोनों एंडोस्पर्म है, पर नारियल का पानी जो है वो केवल एंडोस्पर्मिक न्यूक्लियाई है और नारियल की गिरी जो है वो एंडोस्पर्म सेल्स है. क्लियर? The second type of division is there in which the nucleus of the endosperm divide for 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then it start cellularization. ठीक है. तो सेल डिवीजन बनना मतलब सॉरी द सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन बिगिन हो जाएगा after 4 or 5 division. Okay, and the third one is there in which right from the beginning they start dividing. The nucleus will divide and the cytoplasm will divide simultaneously. तो 3 तरीके के हैं. ओके, तो ये हो गए. एक इम्पोर्टेंट पैराग्राफ है वो यहाँ पे, उसको पढ़ लेते हैं. एंडोस्पर्म may be either completely consumed by developing embryo like in pea and groundnut and beans. No endosperm was found in them. In the seed पहले खत्म हो गए before seed maturation, or they may remain persistent. किसमें persistent? इनमें. इसमें कैस्टर एंड कोकोनट में, दे स्टिल गॉट देयर एंडोस्पर्म। तो कोकोनट का तो आपने गिरी खाया ही है, अगर ये खत्म हो जाता तो हम कोकोनट के लिए काय को माथा बच्चे करते हैं। बाजार में इतना सा कोकोनट 50 रुपए का आता है, मुर्गी के अंडे के बराबर निकल रहा है अंदर, तो हम काय को खरीदते भैया इतना महंगा, ठीक है। एंड व्हाई डॉक्टर्स आर एडवाइजिंग these patients which are who are suffering from dengue, who are suffering from covid, who are undergoing surgery and all, कि भाई नारियल पानी पिलाओ, नारियल पानी। मजा आ गया, नारियल पानी वालों के ठेले लगे हुए हैं सारे हॉस्पिटल के सामने, क्यों? Is there anything special in the coconut water? Yes. What? It has got extra nutrients. ठीक है, so these are the things which you must remember. आज के लिए इतना काफी है, कल की क्लास में we'll continue with the embryo, study of embryo. Okay, that's all children. Good day, enjoy your day and keep studying. And if you got any problem, you can ask me by commenting on the video. Genuine comment. Thank you. Good day.